Well, it's another day of me buying a ticket, winning the ticket, collecting money, and back to predicting the next game. Unfortunately, this time I really did not have the time to finish the video, but the ridiculous results that I got in this last game is again magical. So I'm going to play a little game with you guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video where I've predicted the numbers, and I want you to pause it, guess what you think the numbers are, and for that section I will display the results. 20, 21, and 22. Now, this is a level 2. All three of these results are a level 2. So there is a probability that any of these lines can miss. And it might miss at maybe like an 18 or 23 or maybe even a 17 on that first line. But regardless, one of these lines might miss. We do have somewhat of a level 2 backup at that number 17. And there's a bunch of results here, but we'd probably want to look at the number 13, 14, 15, and 16. This is really calling out for one of these four numbers, and we have a is possibly a 16, 17 area, somewhere around about there. And this one has a level 1 backup with the number 9, 10, 11, 12, and a level 2 with the number 7, 8, 9. So it's predicting that number 9 and possibly that number 8. So this would be another one I'll be focusing on. And then level 1 also with the number 22, 23, and 24. So again, okay, so now let's go to another segment here of 23, 24, 25, also a level 1. So there you go. I came really close to all 6, and I was pretty frustrated that this was not posted because I really do believe someone who watches this is going to hit either 5 of these numbers or the jackpot. And currently the jackpot is well over $6 million, and it's climbing close to that $7 million. So please watch these and give yourself the best chance to win. And this is really the only way. You guys will come to realize that the more you watch these. And if you really want proof, just look at all the other posted videos when I predicted the lottery, and you will see that this is real. There is nothing fake about this. Anyway, so let's start with the rules and also the clues, because even though I have these things very closely predicted, there are clues that will help you find the correct numbers. So with that first section, you noticed even though the number 20 and 21, or off by 1, is heavily due, it was only at a level 2, and with 3 lines I knew that either 1 or 2 of those lines were going to be off, and I also knew that one of those lines was gonna remain. So that is a great way for you guys to look at this, not to go to the obvious, but to go to something slightly off that will give you the best chance. Okay, so let's go through the rules and also the clues. Morgan, if you will.
Okay, thanks. Rule number 1, look at the past game and pick at least 1, 2, or 3 numbers that will either repeat itself or be off by 1. Rule number 2, be sure to put 2 numbers together in sequence, or at least have the numbers have a gap of 1 in between. For example, 21 with 23, 33 with 35, or 37 with 39. Rule number 3, follow the prediction posted on this YouTube. Good luck, everyone, and I will see you the next time.
And Christy, if you don't mind, can you please explain the clues?
Thank you. First and foremost, let me remind anyone watching these posted videos that these results is the only way for you to win the Lotto jackpot. The videos posted here are generally accurate but usually not as clear-cut as one might think. And I am here to explain the hidden clues that will help you determine the right directions to the correct final result. The answers are here, but at times are hidden in clear sight. Sit back and relax as I explain how this works and how these posted videos will change your overall way to choosing your future lotto picks. A game changer for anyone who plays the lottery. Let's start with levels. There are 3 levels within every result. Level 1, which is the weakest, level 2 is moderate, and level 3 is the strongest. These levels are a measurement of the probability of the final outcome. Level 1 represents a 60% probability. Level 2 represents a 75% probability. And finally, level 3 represents a 90% probability. Here's an example that was predicted in the past, and here is why the narrator favored one line more than the other. The 2 lines are 20, 22, 24, and 26. The second line is 22, 24, 26, and 28. The first line of 20, 22, 24, and 26 had a level 2 probability, while the second line of 22, 24, 26, and 28 had a level 3 probability. While it seems clear that there was a match with 22, 24, and 26, and the probability seems high to pick one of those 3 numbers, the narrator decided to predict 28 from the 2 lines. Why? He knew that there was a chance that the weaker line is likely to miss, making it a level 3 probability for the next game. And wouldn't you know it? As that is exactly what happened. 28 was the result for that game, and the following game, 26, was the result. The program is designed to locate groups of balls and are due to surface. A good way to seeing this is using the example of flipping a coin. If the final results of flipping a coin 10 times averages 6 out of 10, either with heads or tails, the program finds these results. If the coin is flipped again, the 7th time, the result remains the same, then the probability increases significantly. At some point, the coin needs to equalize, or one can only assume that the coin is off-balanced, heavily favoring only one side. The program will search for favoritism. It first finds what is due, then it looks for another result where the coin starts at the point where the progress of equalization. For example, the coin's result is heads 8 times in a row, and finally flips to tails for the first time. The probability of tails flipped twice in a row is high. We call this positives and negatives, a term that the narrator uses throughout the video. So again, using the example of 20, 22, 24, and 26, with 22, 24, 26, and 28, the result 28 had a backup with a negatives of 28 and 29, which confirms the result when drawn. So when the term is used, understand that there is a decent chance of a level 1, but coupled with a level 3 negative or positive result, then there is a good chance of success. But please understand that these lines of numbers needs to fail so it can be passed on to the next game. It is your decision which one is predicted and which one remains. All has a decent chance to be predicted, but some needs to remain. I hope this helps. Good luck.
Thanks, guys. All right, let's go through the prediction for August 31st, and we got some pretty strong lines here, and now with the new rules of levels, this should hopefully help you predict the right way. So let's start with the first result. Okay, so this one is 18, 19 with that strong part at 20, and 21, 22. This is a level 3. Then we have 16, 18, 20, and 22, and that is at a level 2. And then we have another set of numbers here at 18, 20, 22, and 24, also at a level 2. Now this one looks pretty strong, and it does look like it really wants to go into that 20, 19, and 21 area. So when you look at a number at the level 2 with 16, 18, 20, and 22, and 18, 20, 22, and 24, you actually do have a chance that 19 that will knock out the 2 level 2 lines, 20 that would include all of them, and 21 that would also knock out those 2 lines. So possibly I would go with 19 or 21. And looking at history, generally that's what happens, is that it will choose either that 19 or 21 area. Okay, for the second one, this is also a level 2, and that is with the number 30, 31, 32, and 33. Now that one there has a very strong probability of hitting at level 2, and if we were to look at some backups, we also do have some negatives, because those are positives, and now we have negatives here at 27, 28, 29, and 30. So if it does miss that number 30, then you might want to choose the number 29. That will put that line of positives to the next game, making it into a level 3. So this is a level 2 with either that 29 or 30. So that area there looks relatively strong. Okay, let's go to now the result of 40, 41, 42, possibly at that 43. So there's a bunch of numbers here, and this one here is calling out. It's pretty strong at level 2 with that number, looks like 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42, possibly 43. Okay, that's a lot of numbers. And looking at this, I would probably look at 2 numbers that could possibly be in this group of numbers. So just like the last result, there was a bunch of numbers in the teens, including that 11, and the result was 11, 13, and 17, I believe. So this has got a bunch of numbers with that 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42, and 43. So it's looking like 2 groups here, and again, this is negatives. There's no backups with positives, and it's looking like it's focusing on that number 40 and 39, or that number number 42 with 43, and you guys can choose however you want to choose this, but it's definitely looking like we might have two sets of numbers here at that maybe possibly 38, 39 with that 42, 43. So I would pay attention to this one. Okay, so the next one is level 3, and this also has a backup with that number 16, 18, 20, and 22. So really strong on that 11, 12, and looking at the last result of 13, I would probably focus on that 12 and 13, but then we have a positive of 16, 18, 20, and 22. So 16 looks really strong. It looks like it might repeat at that 17 or be off by 1 with 16. So again, give this one a real strong look. Okay, for the weaker ones, and again, not fantastic. This is a level 1, and this one's a level 1 at that 22 and 23. And then we also have a set of numbers at level 1, 2 with 7, 8, 9, 10. Now remember, these are, I know they're level 1s, but they have a decent chance of coming up. So I would still look at these, but not as much as the rest. So 7, 8, 9, 10, and then of course 22, 23. All right, so that is the prediction for this upcoming game. Good luck, play smart, and I will see you the next time. And please guys, don't forget to press that subscribe button.